LOX load is complete. System is in recirculation. Anti-geysering is disabled.
Stage 1 and 2 tanks are pressed for flight.
High flow engine purge enabled.
T-minus 20 seconds and counting. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff.
Stage 1 propulsion nominal.
And there you have it. Our 64th mission, the Sea God Seas, has left the launch pad and is on its way to orbit. Now keep listening in, because soon we should hear the GNC team give the call out that we've cleared max Q. As the rocket gets faster, the dynamic pressure builds, but as it climbs higher, the atmosphere thins. So max Q is the period where the peak aerodynamic pressure that Electron experiences as it continues onward to space.
Watching max Q. Cleared max Q.
We've just got confirmation we have successfully cleared max Q, and Electron is now travelling at over 2,000 kilometres an hour past an altitude of 19 kilometres and climbing. And coming up next is MECO, otherwise known as main engine cutoff, and this is where all 9 of the Rutherford engines that are nestled in Electron's first stage shut down before stage separation from the second stage.
Now, after that, the second stage will light up its Rutherford engine, and the mission will continue with the iQPS payload onward to orbit. And let's listen out for those calls.
Stage 1 propulsion holding nominal. Stand by for MECO in roughly 30 seconds.
"15 seconds to staging."
Entered burner detect mode.
MECO confirmed.
Stage separation confirmed.
Stage 2 ignition confirmed.
Electron has sailed through MECO with the mission now at over 90 kilometres above Earth and travelling at more than 7,000 kilometres an hour. And up next, we will have fairing jettison. So up until now, the protective nose cone that shields the payload from the harsh conditions of launch will soon be jettisoned in preparation for payload deployment. So keep your eyes sharp and see if you can spot those fairings falling away on the screen.
Fairing jettison confirmed.
And there it is. Those fairings have now been jettisoned, and iQPS's SAR satellite has officially been exposed to space. Everything's looking great so far for the Sea God sees.
HVP discharge holding nominal.
All is tracking nominally so far as we have now breezed through liftoff, Max Q, MECO and fairing jettison. And we can see that the single but mighty Rutherford engine is burning brightly as ever as it propels our second stage and the WADATSUMI-I payload to orbit.
Now you can see the glowing red nozzle of our Stage 2 engine on screen right now. The Rutherford engine that we use on our second stage is almost exactly the same as our Stage 1 engines, but they work in very different conditions. Our second stage engines are built for in-space propulsion, so we have to make sure that they can cool themselves down since it gets extremely hot without the help of convection when they're in the vacuum of space. They also feature an expanded nozzle, which is used to maximize the thrust of the rocket engine, converting more of the thermal energy into kinetic energy and improving the overall performance. Now, next up, we have the battery hot swap to look forward to. And if you've tuned into our previous launches, you might be familiar with this unique event that happens with Electron. Now, during the second stage burn, the batteries that power the Rutherford engine will soon be depleted, so we need to swap them for a new set.
That's right. Now, that switchover is called the hot swap because the engine remains ignited. And we'll know it's been successful when we hear the call out from mission control. And if we're able to see those batteries fall away from our view from Electron's onboard camera. So let's tune into mission control and listen out for that call.
Throttling down.
Battery jettison confirmed.
It's always a big moment for the team there. Battery hot swap confirmed. Now, hopefully you're able to spot those batteries fall away. We're now traveling at 15,000 kilometers an hour at over 243 kilometers in altitude. There's still 2 minutes left in the flight for iQPS, but Electron and its payload remain healthy and all is continuing nominally.
We are now over 7 minutes into the mission and at an altitude of over 250 kilometers. And Mission Control is continuing to monitor the vehicle as it prepares to part ways with its second stage. So they're looking at a wide range of systems from propulsion of our Stage 2 engine, function of our ground stations, ensuring our trajectory remains on track and that the payload remains healthy. Now, SECO, or second engine cutoff, is fast approaching, and similar to main engine cutoff, SECO involves throttling down and eventually shutting off the single Rutherford engine on that second stage. This will be followed by the kick stage's separation from stage 2. And we will know SECO is imminent when we hear Mission Control announce enter burnout detect mode. Standing by now.
SECO confirmed.
Stage separation confirmed.
Nominal transfer orbit achieved.
And there it is. We've just heard Mission Control confirm SECO and kick stage separation. It's another perfect orbital insertion. And with the kick stage now successfully separated, iQPS's SAR satellite now enters a coast phase around Earth before the kick stage lights up with an engine burn to place it into a circular orbit for payload deployment. We're aiming for a 575 kilometre altitude for that deployment, set to take place in about 40 minutes' time.
We're not done yet, but for now, we'll take a quick break while we cruise over South America and the Atlantic Ocean. And Andrew and I will see you back here soon.